Craig, you clown. Yeah, we had the most bullshit ass answer. Yeah, I gotta go. And then we just dipped to the secret hideout.
Use
Land.
secret power to get into your secret base.
Oh,
There we go. This man loves the underground.
Oh yeah, dude, the Explorer kit. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, that should come back with Gen 4 remakes. Sure.
Dude, Gen 4 remakes with Underground. Oh, that'd be so good.
Okay,
Online Underground.
They ain't nut worthy. That's all I gotta say.
It
Gen
is.
4 remakes is not worthy in itself.
Nah, and then you do all that shit for that Spirit Tomb, bro.
Yeah.
You know what is nut worthy though? Another episode of Good, Great, Perfect. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of Good, Great, Perfect. I'm your host, Captain Puppy. What's poppin'? We back again. It feels like it's been forever, but the gang's all here. The OG squadron. We here. We live. What's poppin' with it? First and foremost, got to introduce my co-cast. Cobb, what's up, my man? Welcome
Not
back.
a lot, man. Oh, we got some big things to talk about, though. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
we do. A few sad things. Actually, this whole podcast is kind of sad.
Yeah, dude.
It's a pretty rough podcast. Anyway, Dill, how you doing, my man? Welcome back.
Cheers, man. Doing okay. What the fuck was that transition though? Like, bro.
Hey, you know me, man. I'm the best at the segues. That's what I'm saying. Joba, he's not in the closet, hopefully. What's up, man?
Nah, I'm good. I'm out today. What's up, guys?
What's up, poppin'? Nightmare,
I have good days and
JP.
bad days.
What's going on, guys?
Yo, and then the man, Toadski.
Hey, back like I never left. What's up?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I bet. All right, let's get to it. So first and foremost, thanks everyone for listening to another episode of Good, Great, Perfect. Really appreciate it. Subs are climbing, views are climbing. Actually, views are declining, but watch time is climbing. So keep watching them vids, please. Also on Anchor, you all are killing it. We are getting a lot of people listening on the Anchor side of things. That is really good. But no questions. Still, you're lacking on the questions on the Anchor side of things. That's all right. You're posting some questions in YouTube and on Twitter. Nevertheless, first and foremost, we're going to go through a few formalities. As I said, no guests this week, just the regular goons. We're going to go through maybe a couple of episodes. There's no guest. We might sort some things out. We don't know.
We also need to put in a word to our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay.
Wait a
Let them know, dude.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. We sponsored. Just kidding. Please.
We wish.
Please sponsor us, though.
Please sponsor us. I'm trying to split this cash up like 22% each.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Anyway, on a sadder note, we've had a fair few people quitting the game recently. Three more notable people. We're talking about Leilu, the number one OPTC global player. Probably his era was probably like the craziest out of all of them. Justin Higaki, he also formally quit as well. And our own Cobby, he is done. He is out.
Can't do a eulogy for myself, can we?
I can do a eulogy.
Oh, shit.
But so it is a shame. A lot of other people quit. Other players, including like Rioan, Zistons, one time, bunch of other or a bunch of our friends essentially have been quitting the game, and it is a shame. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the reasons why everyone is quitting and such like that. We want to also talk about the current state of OPTC, both global and JP sides, and then maybe on a bit of a lighter note, the buff limit breaks, and actually they're pretty good ones as well at that. So we'll go through that as well. But like we said, it's unfortunate to see Lei go. Lei was basically probably like the best TM player that we've ever seen in OPTC history, period, other than Coruscant from the JP side. He was
global side, for sure. Lei
he was
easily
an
number one.
incredible farmer. He was a very smart mind when it came to team building. He always knew what he was doing.
And he was always willing to help out somebody who's going for the top rank. So he helped me out more than once. So I really appreciate his assistance.
That man was single-handedly making OPTC climb the top grossing ranks, though.
That man was funding. So it's likely that OPTC will die now that Lei has quit. But no, it is really sad to see Lei go because he was such an important player when it came to the game. Whenever you looked in the top ranking, he was always up there. Even though when he said he wasn't going to rank, he was still top 10, which, for some of us, that's a grind. But for him, that was like not ranking. Grind. So it's like
a once in a lifetime thing for us.
It's very intimidating. It was a shame that a lot of people were talking shit about him in his comments when he made that final video. But, he was a very true player. He always played the game properly. So we all respect him, and we all know that.
I don't fucking get it. Why would anyone?
What were they saying about him? I didn't even see.
There was one particular comment that obviously made the remark that he was a modder and a cheap jammer. as we've mentioned, we're going to get into those topics at some point, and I'm going to go out and say it right now. It will be with Lay. Lay will be on the podcast at some point. I'm working at a time in which we can get him on, whether that be like the 10th episode or that's what we're aiming for at the moment. We don't know exactly, but we're going to get into modding and cheap jamming when Lay gets on the podcast, because out of probably he knows a lot about it. He, as Ryan mentioned in his episode, Lay used to keep Excel spreadsheets of speed and time and how fast other people were clearing it, which is kind of ridiculous in a sense, but at the same time, he probably knew the most out of all of us. So we'll get into it with that. But nevertheless, a lot of people mentioned that he was a modder, and it is kind of a shame because he always would record his TM runs. They were always there. And a lot of his close friends always knew that he was very legit when it came to the game as well. Yes, cheap jammed. That's fine. You know, that's in the past now.
Like everybody did it back in the day. Like it was literally.
Yep. So like that's in the past though. But it's a shame though that people are still like trying to come at it like that. But we all respect him. We're all appreciative of how much he's done.
Mate, it baffles me the amount of people that are so stupid to think that cheap gems are still a thing. And I'm calling everybody out here because
let him know, Chief.
I'll be watching one of Todd's videos, and then like I always scroll down to his comments for a bit of a laugh at the fools that think they're actually like making some sort of impact with their shitty comments. Like, he must be using cheap gems. I don't understand how he has so many gems for every Sugar Fest. It's called he spends fucking money. Like, he puts money into this game to earn money from his videos. It's not that hard to figure out. Like, are you that dense that you don't know how this system works? Like, it's not that hard.
The only thing cheap about it is Todd's living in their heads rent free.
Okay.
No, the funniest thing is that people that legitimately make negative based comments literally repeatedly go back to like videos. Every time I upload, I get a comment from the same bloke. Like in videos. I don't understand. Why do you keep coming back if you hate it so much? You're so work, dude.
Just ask him out.
I'm just gonna go. Oh yeah, cool man. Thanks for the view.
Yeah,
I don't know how cheap gems affects their experience. You know, the only one that should be mad that we buy cheap gems is Bandai.
That's it.
No, don't say. Nah, you said it wrong.
Yeah, we bought,
not buy.
Past tense.
Oh
Job
yeah,
sucks, man.
Not present tense.
You know what I mean.
The vote to kick Job off the podcast is still
no, because you gotta say your words right. Otherwise, people will frame it in the wrong light. Just put it out there.
And trust me, that is 1000% true. Like you see people like I'll use Pokemon as an example. They upload, this is a walkthrough. No, you have to say it's a playthrough, because if it's a walkthrough, that means you're telling them each and everything what to do, where to get everything. A playthrough is you just playing through the game. So
playing the game, yep.
The word
you're gonna take it out of context, like I think Coolsville sucks.
English, you know what? English is my second language. I get a pass. Whatever.
Yeah, that's nah.
The American education system sucks. Anyway,
that too.
Nah, but we are very sad to see Lego, and good luck to him in all of his days. I know he was buying a house and stuff like that as well, so that might have been on that case as well. But
yeah, I think it's either buy a house or play OPTC. Which one would
he
you
had
rather?
one of the two options. I think he chose the right one.
Man, that's a tough choice.
Yeah. Todd, as we mentioned, Todd's living rent free, so he can buy a jet.
Yeah, he doesn't need a house, bro.
Oh my god! But no, high key, yeah, definitely, probably a good decision, honestly, in the long run for a play like him.
For real though, and next Justin, we can put it out there. Justin basically started the podcast, with that first episode that we all recorded together. That kind of conceived the idea of it, and it was unfortunate that he didn't have time to continue recording it, but we kind of carried that legacy on, and we really wanted to push this podcast forward. So we do appreciate it from that sense. But from the sense of OPTC, Justin was also, back in the day, he was, he was a whale as well. He whaled out. He still continued to whale out till the day he quit, pretty much. But he was also a high ranker. He did farm a lot. His knowledge of the game as well was very extensive, and he was also an excellent team builder as well. So
the cool thing about Justin as well is like he literally had enough of the global Facebook page and just made his own Facebook page.
Yes,
and that's what basically sparked the Higaki Dynasty stuff. Yeah,
he was very successful in that sense, and he was also content creator as well. He used to stream the game, and from his perspective, it was a really cool stream to watch. Like Justin, who would always go for top 10s and top rankings, played TM. It was a different perspective on the game, and it was really enjoyable to watch him do so. So he will be missed as well on that sense as well. And finally, our own man Cobb. it's very sad to see Cobb go. Cobb decided to quit playing the game, and it is very upsetting from our perspectives when we all found out. But man had to do what he had to do. He wasn't enjoying the game anymore, didn't want to fund the game anymore, which is completely fair in that sense. So again,
and I'll still be keeping up to date with the game. Like it's still, as I said in my Twitter post, like it still interests me from a mechanical standpoint, like a conceptual standpoint as well. It's just I just don't enjoy playing the game anymore.
And I think the same goes for Justin and Lay. They did mention that they'll still continue to keep up with the game itself, but they're no longer going to play it. So
I will say this. I personally, I've thought about quitting as well, but I'm not going to say anything until I'm 1000% sure because
100%, you have to.
Like at this point in time, like I'm still logging in. I'm still doing like one or two runs of the Kizuna. So I'm almost there. Like I'm playing other games and enjoying other games more at the moment. So I just don't. I might not be ranking top 500 for treasure map anymore. I might not be going all in for everything. So we'll just see.
You have all the legends currently, so for
Yeah,
this
exactly.
specific treasure map, you won't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
And it's also
that'll link in really nicely to the next point as well.
Yeah, but I just don't see myself playing in the future. I don't want to spend money on the game anymore. Like I did very few, in comparison to my last pulls anyway. I did very few pulls on the Sabo Koala Sugo, and I got them, but I still felt like what's the word?
Defeated, didn't spend enough. I don't know, along those lines maybe.
More like I regretted spending money on the game. I had this deep regret. I'm like, oh, why the fuck did I do this? Like, I got them, but why did I spend money on the game that I'm not really enjoying at the moment?
For sure. And I guess that kind of, like Cobb said, does bleed into our next point of why is everyone quitting? So I think this is a very important discussion to have because, judging by the current circumstances and current climate of the game as well, which will lead into our next point. But it's rough. It is right now, OPTC, I think we can all, from the global perspective, I think we can all collectively say it just isn't fun right now. No one really, Kizuna's cool, and we'll talk about that as well. But right now, global is just in this kind of current state where it's just not enjoyable to play.
The thing that's weird, I wouldn't say it's not really a weird thing. I don't know. It just so the way that I think about it, I think that people quitting, I'm not I don't have any hatred or anything towards people quitting, and people thought I did from one of my tweets yesterday. But it's just really weird that everyone's quitting around the same time, and I just it's a shock really that everyone's just quitting simultaneously. I mean, as I said, I don't really mind. I mean, that's your decision, and understandably so. It's an expensive game.
Yeah.
But it's just so weird that everyone's doing it at the same time. I don't know. Maybe when one person quit, they're like, oh, I suppose I should too, or I don't know. It's just weird.
I think, and you definitely mentioned this to us personally a while ago anyway, that this period in the game would be one that was definitely going to test players' patience and spending as well. So I guess that sort of aligns up with that time in Japan as well, where a lot of people did quit the game as well.
For sure.
So if you guys all know that I previously quit the game once, and so I can give a little bit of perspective.
Have we told that story?
I don't know if we have. So
can you please tell the story for context, because it's fucking hilarious.
Well, I don't want to say it was because of the Karatsugo, but it was
no. Don't come. Definitely because of the Karatsugo, you clown.
It wasn't even then. I think it was the Germa, the V2 Germa Sugo. And I did 6 multis, and I spent money, not a ton of money, just I think $70, but I was already I wasn't really making a whole lot of money. I was already not making really a whole lot of money, and I still spent money because I wanted another chance at Carrot, and I didn't get her, and I had the worst multi of all time. So I was it was in the morning. I had just woken up, so I was like, fuck it. I deleted the game, and I felt relief. The first couple of days, I felt like I still had that kind of, I've been playing this game for so long that I have a little thing. It picks at me oh, I gotta make sure that I'm spending my stamina, and then I remember, nope, doesn't matter anymore because I don't play. And it was a huge relief once I kind of got used to it. But the thing that brought me back is because of the community, because I spent all my time on Discord because I don't have a fucking life, and so everyone's still playing, everyone's still pulling. And it was hard. It was hard to be on Discord with everyone else still enjoying the game, and so I that's kind of what brought me back.
So yeah, your relief turned into regret.
Yeah, I still like it. I still enjoy the game, but it's not even even if it was a great game, money wise and mechanics wise and everything. But we've been playing this game for damn near 5 years now, and you can't play it forever. It takes up way too much time.
It's also something, but the thing, yeah, and since we have been playing it for like 5 years, it's something that's really fucking hard to walk away from.
Yes.
Yeah.
For real.
Because like
it becomes muscle memory of
well,
a sense.
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like-
It's like when I'm on my phone, like if you check, like if I was to not charge my phone for a certain amount of days, and if you check my phone's battery percentage on what was used on what, I can guarantee you 70% or more is used on Treasure Cruise.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's just like, yeah, I've been playing this game for so long, I don't know, like if I do quit, like what would I do with my time if I'm not playing this game?
Yeah.
So
True,
yeah,
I totally agree. Like I think like in that sense, like we're all kind of in this perspective where like it's not even the game anymore now. We all play it like with one another, like you know what I mean? Like we're all playing this game to continue that bond that we've all formed for the sake of like sometimes it's just over the perspective of the game itself, but
yeah,
like a lot of us are continuing to play the game just to like maintain like a friendship and stuff like that with a lot of people. Like a lot of the time, like we've seen people quit the game before and such, and then like you completely like lose them in terms of like Discord or like you can no longer contact them anymore, which is really rough. So I think a lot of us are continuing to play the game,
keep the friendships alive and stuff.
with that perspective, because it's very hard when you don't have like all that common ground immediately. Like if there's nothing to talk about, we can always talk about TC.
Well, yeah, like I was just going to add to that, like that there's a difference with like there's people that quit the game and then they like, but I have to leave the Discords and Facebooks as well because I don't want to be drawn back in.
Yeah,
like it kind of sucks because yeah, I can understand that to an extent, but like it's like for example the Dynasty Discord isn't just Treasure Cruise. There's a whole section dedicated to Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're into that kind of stuff, and thankfully, like most of us are, we're all playing the new Pokemon games and doing like just stupid stuff online with Pokemon. Like we're lucky where we will be able to keep that connection with most of the close people on Discord.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have that kind of similarities and interests.
Yeah.
Even the owner of the server quit. So.
Yeah.
It's actually my server. We've all decided that.
I think that makes it easier. Like if we slowly start, all quitting the game, it becomes a little easier once everyone else isn't really playing anymore. You don't feel as left out.
That being said, though, we're not telling people to quit the game. Don't quit the game.
No, God forbid. If you enjoy it, continue playing it 100%.
As we said before, this is a really difficult period of the game. And so if you're going to quit, make sure you're 1,000% sure.
And don't just go
be the
like
right choice.
uninstalling your game without saving your ID or if you
if you're on transfer ban, SNS, please have it in
and if you are transfer banned,
you might end up deciding to come back to the game.
Yeah, exactly. And if you are transfer banned, like all we are, like just move it to a part of your phone that you never even look at like a folder that has like 4 pages of apps that you'll never swipe through to look for it. Because you might, a year's time, be like, oh shit, what's up with this game now? I want to check it out.
Well, I think that also relates to like the last episode with Boris. Like we talked about how Boris played the game a little bit, and he just mentioned, and I think it's a really good like statement or like way to play the game. He's like, when he doesn't want to play, he just doesn't play. I feel like this comes into probably like one of the biggest points of the game currently at the moment, whether it's be like JP or global side, is burnout. Burnout is such a big problem with this game, because if you want to like I think I was like talking with Todd in his stream, and I was saying like a lot of us are really hell-bent on clearing the content as soon as it comes out, and then there's nothing else to do. Whereas if we had a different mentality where we just cleared it whenever we wanted to, or we just didn't want to clear it at all, then I think the longevity of us playing the game would be like a lot better or a lot more positive in that sense. But because we're a part of this community, especially like we're up in like an upper echelon community, where like you hop into Discord, all right, new collars out, new raids out, new XYZs out, all right, I've cleared it. Like everyone's done within the first like 4 to 5 hours, if that even, of when the content's arrived.
But
so
like
burning out.
In a way, I think that can also, it depends on how your mentality is, to be honest, because that can be a good way. For me, it's good for me to smash it out as fast as possible, because that way I don't have to open the game for 3 or 4 days. Because if a new collie comes out, as well as like so for example, there was Leo, Colosseum Mole, and there was something else. I farmed all 3 of those in one night, and I was done with it. And I didn't pick up the game for another a week because there was nothing else on. So I'm like, I was happy that that was out of the way, and I'm like, you know what, I don't have to touch it anymore. But like in the same way, I kind of get lazy, so I'll do like 4 runs on double stab. Okay, well that'll be enough for my limit break and rainbow, and then I'll just use skill books for the rest.
Yeah,
it's because like we've been provided so much like resources in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you find like I think I was like looking at like after Casino 1, I had 100 4-star skill books.
Yeah.
I was like if I really wanted to, I just wouldn't have to farm like any raid for a while if I just use those skill books or whatever like that, So I guess like that's not even an issue. That's just, like that's us nitpicking at like reasons why.
Won't be getting that many 4-star books from this Kizuna.
This Kizuna sucks.
Oh man,
but for real though, like I think burnout's a big issue.
Man, we used to make fun of people for spending their gold books on
for real though.
Units, but that's like my favorite thing to do now.
I would just do it.
Save time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have so many. Everyone has so many. There's so many resources.
It is.
And we only farm it like we pretty much only farm the new raids and colos for treasure map. It's a cycle that repeats every month. And it's understandable that people get tired.
It's like, oh, especially when it's like a shit raid. It's like it's a shit raid, but you better farm. You better get at least a couple of copies for a point booster. It's like,
just
but
in case you need to slot one in, It's
like if you need a point booster and you need it like that, it's like, oh, it has a very niche effect where you actually need to use it for this specific treasure map. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like this unit is absolute trash, but I have to farm it just because it'll be helpful for one boss. Like, that's what shits me about the game.
But like as mentioned, like a plethora of times right now, we're in that kind of era, like right now in global side where the game is hard in the sense of the game sucks right now in global. But if you jump to JP's side right now, like it seems fun,
It's
like,
more open. Like
it's
the
more open.
the content for them. The content for them, like it's not like bring the new batch and that's it. Like there's a lot more variety that you can run for the newer content, which is what the game should be. Unfortunately for us right now in the period that we're in, I mean, Colosseum Morley was a pain in the butt. Like you can beat it without Sabo and Koala, but it's not a fun time.
It's not fun. It wasn't fun, right?
See, like I hate doing runs that take longer than like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I like to speed farm and like it's just and you can only ever speed farm with the new stuff or carrot.
Yeah.
I don't know if Carrot can beat Morley actually.
Yeah, that's
I don't think I know.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to speed farm, it's first question: can Carrot do it? No. Can the new batch do it? Yes.
You have to roll with it, or else you're going to be doing probably like a 4-minute run.
I've seen people like upload runs of 10 minutes, like, oh, I don't have the new batch, but this team beats it, and I'm watching like it's a 10-minute fucking video.
Imagine you have to farm like 30, 40 copies of that. You're sitting there for like 7 hours. Just
I know, right? Like, oh,
it's an effort.
If I've got no choice but to run a team that takes that long, I'll run it once, and then I'll skill book it, and then. Oh, not gonna lie, I've used tomes on raids. Only ones that need shields because I've got over 100 every single color shield. So like, you know what? Fuck, have some
tomes are fine. Like we get I've got like 2.7k just forbidden tomes just sitting there.
Tomes are fine. Like I've got fucking heaps.
It's I think tomes are fine. Skill books and stuff like that. I still feel like obviously running the raid is the most efficient way to skill up, but like. If you just can't be fucked, and right now the content in the game just isn't that stage where like no one can be fucked playing it right now. Like Kizuna sucks. Kizuna really sucks right now. If you don't have Saba Koala, oh my god, it is a pain. Like I've barely touched it just for the purpose of not having Saba Koala. I just don't want to. I don't want to farm Kizuna. It's a shame. Like I've got all the limit break materials, but like I don't care anymore.
And the funny thing is, like this time. Last month we were like, oh yeah, Kizuna's awesome, man. We're loving it, we're having so much fun with it.
It's a shame, eh?
It's funny how quickly it can turn to like a sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all this shit that people are complaining about, I mean, it happened on JP. Exact same thing happened on JP.
I was about to say, what was this period like for you over on the Japan version, Nightmare?
I don't know. For me, I felt the Kuzia wasn't that bad, but I don't know, it was really terrible, especially that Dex version. Oh my god, that one's so bad if you don't have Sabo and Koala.
Yeah.
Did they have Neko Inu at the time?
Yeah,
JP?
Neko Inu came out like right after Sabo Koala,
That's
and
so
I had
rough.
Yeah, I had them, so it wasn't too bad, but it was like,
if people didn't get a Neko Inu, like they'll.
Yeah, you can get around it with Neko and Inu, but Summon Koala lasts longer.
They probably would have
for
been boosted
sure.
on Japan though, right? Like the
Wait,
Neko Inu.
Yeah, they were
What did you say
boosted.
about them? Yeah, they were.
For real.
Ugh,
Interesting.
tricky.
So I
For
feel
the
like
next season, they weren't, which was stupid.
yeah, they weren't, which was rough. I think Deal touched on Lila talking about Suga Fest as well, but I feel like there is definitely like right now there's a big pressure in terms of keeping up with like Suga Fest.
Yeah.
You know?
So this is really bad to have this feeling, but like this game encourages this feeling. Is like once you they try to encourage you to pull for the new characters, yeah. But like I've got this mentality, like okay, I've got all legends, I want to keep all legends, so I have to pull when the new ones come out.
Yeah.
And that is a mentality I'm trying to basically snap because I've got rent to pay. Like I'm not going to go on and say I'm struggling to get by, which I'm not. I have a good. I earn good money.
Poor.
I earn good money, and I'm
smart, man.
I earn good money, and I'm smart with my money. But I still don't like seeing them. Like, oh, I spent for a month. I'm like, oh shit, I spent $600 this month on Treasure Cruise. You know what I mean? I'm like, and it sucks because living in Australia, our dollar is fucking piss poor. So like we pay $85, so $1 a gem. And it's just like, So I just want to stop spending money on it. Like it's money that I am going to start putting away because, like I said a couple of weeks back, I want to go back to Japan and I want to see you guys in Japan. So I want to start putting money away for that. I want to put money away to there was something else. Exactly. Like
saving, just period. Just this game, like you said, this game encourages a lot of players that as soon as you light the blue paint, that blue touch paper's lit. In that sense, where like you've spent money on gems, like it's over pretty much. Like you just get so used to like, oh, I'll just do another 12. You know what I mean? Like
and you get to the bad mentality of like, oh, like you're thinking, oh wow, only 10 multis, I'm guaranteed this legend, and then you think about like 10 multis, that's a lot of fucking money. That's If I went from 10 multis, that's how many gems is that?
Minimum
roughly?
5, like around 500 average.
Yeah, so if I've got 0 gems, that's at least $500 for me.
Minimum, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's a bad mentality to think, oh, it's only 10 and you get the units. Like, wait a minute, think of that. It's like, but yeah, I'm so hesitant to just go at the shop and buy something I'd want. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Oh, it's $80. I'm like, but on Treasure Cruise, I'm like, oh, I'm like gems. It's because it's an arbitrary number. It's like, oh yeah, it's part of the game.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's a gacha game. That's the point of what they're trying to do.
100%.
But definitely this period, more so than any other period I can remember in Treasure Cruise from recent memory. And correct me if I'm wrong there. But the spending that they're encouraging you to do is really impacting on the gameplay because there's so much content that you just can't do.
Yep. No, it is. This is probably in terms
exactly. And then and when you can't do the content because you don't have the most recent batch, it gets you disheartened to play the game.
No, I agree. It really is the same.
God damn, this podcast is depressing.
I know, man.
Well, we said it was going to be a depressing podcast, and like, yeah, we're just
spitting the facts though. Like, this is the truth of the current state of the game right now. It's unfortunate, but
it just happens to be when like everyone's quitting and like it's just bringing up thoughts and everyone's like, oh, maybe I don't know.
And I think that's what happens as soon as one person said, like you said, as soon as one person says I'm out. The immediate thoughts in everyone's heads are, all right, like maybe I'll jump ship.
Yeah, people start to think, oh yeah, I haven't been playing this game very much recently, or I've been spending a lot of money on this, so I really should be focusing on other things, and it just gets the wheel rolling in your head. Like, oh, okay, shit, I should probably step back and take a beat to think about how much longer I want to be playing this game.
No, for sure.
I only quit because there's not enough Robin units in the game.
Oh,
Thanks.
But there's TM Robin coming up. So what up, bitch?
Nah, we
She's
need
really
more.
good too.
Cobb coming back with TM Robin confirmed. You all heard it here first.
You didn't even wait for the Robin Nami dual unit.
Okay.
Man, hold up.
What did I say? No one watches anime. But further, I think like we're like, you know, as we said, we're in a bad spot right now, but there is good things on the horizon. But I think like if you guys are down, let's talk about Casino a little bit more. Like how are we feeling like in the grand scheme of things? Like obviously
I'm on box 6 and I can't find the will to farm.
just so rough, bro. Box 5 killed me, man.
Box 4 killed me. I went down to 2 in box 4. I was
That's
so annoyed.
rough. That's
Are
so
you
many
guys-
tickets.
Are you guys going until you get the pole and the gem? I'm doing it because I'm an
No,
idiot, but I feel like
No,
I just do it until I
never.
get the limit break
As soon as I
material.
get the crystal, I'm
yeah,
out.
just the crystal. Yeah.
Funny
gem's
thing though, like
not worth
I've
your time.
gotten the pull and the gem for every single box that's available, so it's fine.
I have 2.
Funnily
'cause I'm
enough,
poor.
I actually got a red from one of my tickets this Kizuna. I got
Jesus.
I got Hody
Yeah.
Jones. Like, it wasn't a good red, but it was
It's
pretty
like-
surprising to see.
And I got Sabo and Koala.
Bruh.
Bro, imagine, bro. Relax.
Imagine the
like,
salt.
damn. Nah,
He wouldn't
like,
tell anyone. Let's face it. That's the
hell
imagine
no.
the-
Yeah, it's
What
probably
do you
the best.
mean?
Yeah,
Well,
and
that
then
boy- that boy would've posted
going
on
through his
Twitter
box,
like-
and then everyone's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
that-
Bandai Spy. Bandai
Imagine
Spy.
the Twitter comments, dude.
Oh,
yeah, just over.
you'd be streaming or some shit, and then they'd say, "Oh, why do you have a dupe Sabo Koala? I didn't see that in your video. Did you do more pulls?"
Yeah,
Do you really want to know?
There's probably people who are keeping like tabs on your box.
Oh,
Not
I
even
am
I
probably.
hope
positive.
not. I hope not.
I'm one of them. I
Well,
run the
there's
biggest
dickheads-
database.
There's dickheads keeping tabs on your fucking gems, counting when Sugos come out and shit. So it's like, oh, you didn't have that
Yeah.
many gems last time I saw the video. What did you
Yes,
do?
they had,
Buy cheap
they had
gems?
sales. That is right. They had
You went up
sales.
from 20.
Cheap things.
You went up from 27 gems to 590.
Jesus
Interesting.
Christ.
Nah, Kizuna was rough. Kizuna still is rough. I think also on top of that, I think a lot of people are disheartened because we had a pretty decent percentage in terms of tablets. It was like 13% to draw a tablet. I'm fairly sure it was. It was like around that.
Yeah, they ruined the.
And then
fucking
now it's at
rewards.
like
That's
it's at like 7.8%. So like
they
almost
ruined.
half. Which
They
is,
ruined the incentive for people to keep playing Kizuna. Like after you get to box 7, like because the
There's n-
rewards are so
You
bad.
don't
There's
have
no.
to exactly. Yeah, exactly. There's no like real. Like, oh, I should keep farming this so I can get more tablets. It's kind of like, okay, I've got all the limit break crystals. I'm basically done with Kizuna for.
Yeah,
especially after
I
that first
finished it.
Kizuna. After the first Kizuna, man, those rewards were so good.
Yeah,
and
for real.
then we get nerfed down to what we got
And that-
now, and it's
That loss of incentives really bad as well. Not just for the hardcore players who are trying to get all the resources, but also for the people who need assistance in getting through their
Yep,
clears, because now no one's going to be there to help them. So
And I was like, oh well, it's like, oh, you'd message them, oh, can you give me a hand and like save? It's like, oh yeah, I haven't logged in a few days. Let me see if I can see you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we just don't
so-
want to play, man. We're in that.
Yeah.
We're in the end game, man.
It's
man,
a
Thanos
lose-lose
snapped,
situation.
half the player base is dead. What do we do now? We look forward to V2 Nami and Kuma. It's like, oh, money.
man. When Kobe saw that artwork for Komurasaki,
Boy,
Over. Game over. That boy was.
that might be the comeback dates. Put your calendars.
I don't know. Come back.
Oh wait,
That's
how
what
did
I'm
your pulls
saying.
go? Knight, how did your pulls go on that Tsugo? Did you pull?
I didn't pull at all. I don't want to pull.
Yeah, Knight
anymore.
doesn't pull anymore, man. Whenever Knight gets 30 gems, he pulls it on the TM and he hopes for the best. That's about it.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That is the true way to play the game, though, for real.
Hmm.
What are your
Yeah.
thoughts? So I think what like we were kind of confused about was Coruscant raided. What was it? Didn't he raid like Nami and?
Oh yeah, Coruscant. So
Komurasaki.
the number one player on JP, he like put up his own personal like top 3 best legends in the game, and I don't think there was an order. But he had Komurasaki, Sabo Koala, and then Kaido.
which is really interesting. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
so baffled as to why.
Obviously,
Komurasaki.
I can't speak Japanese, so I don't know what he said, but
Right.
he made a whole video about it.
It was interesting.
But yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I don't know about Komurasaki being top 3, but I mean it's his own list, so it is what it is. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Did you
Speaking
did you
of
guys
which-
see?
Yo,
Flex belly, bro.
okay.
Mags. Is there a Mags to the belly though? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he just wants to hit that.
God
Did you
damn.
guys see Boris's multi? on the
Bro,
table?
Oh,
don't.
Hey,
That's
bro,
forbidden.
I hate I
That's
hate
so forbidden, bro. We don't talk about that.
That was
Disgusting. Hello?
he hit the lottery with that one.
Bro,
was
you
it a
should-
discount multi?
Damn. I don't know.
That's
That's
his
his
third
first
multi.
multi, I think. Oh, it's the third.
That's the third. Yeah.
But like, still though,
Still,
that was gross.
To
What
see
the
it in one multi.
Because
How
you
did
got
only
you
Boros?
got the
man.
two new legends, Komurasaki and Nami, and he got Cat Dog, which was new for him.
Oh.
And so good.
For real though.
What
But what I wanted to mention as well is Coruscant did post a tweet about how many pulls he's done since like specific Suga Fest.
Oh, really?
So I wanted to go through it with you all, and I want to just read it out. Like, I just want to hear reactions. That's it. So this starts at Red Katakuri. So the way that the Japanese people do it, I think it's Ren. It's like the Japanese character, and when they write 600 Ren, it means like that's like 600 single pulls essentially. So like 60 multis is what we're like saying. I think that's how it's broken down.
Far out.
I might be wrong, but I'm like 99% sure. Anyway, Red Katakuri 60 multis. Bado and Cav 80. Saba Koala 50. Sanji Judge 50. What is it? Cracker 20. Mihawk and Zoro V2 70. Luffy Law Big Mum 15. What is that?
That's cheap.
He pulls for Rainbow, yeah?
Yeah, no, he doesn't pull. He has enough tablets. I can't read this
he
one.
has
15.
How do you not get the unit in 70 multis?
Bro, he gets fucked. He gets so unlucky, but people still get mad at him. I
was
don't
gonna
know
say,
why.
That's a lot of yen
Yeah.
being dropped on multi.
Every single one of his videos has like a lower amount of or a higher amount of negatives.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's Inuneka was 50. Bibi Rebecca and Shirahoshi Manchur was 20. Jack was 50. Bullet was 10.
Wow.
Stampede Luffy was 20. Whatever was after Stampede Luffy was 13. Kaido was 60. Ace was 15. Nami and Komurasaki was 7.
Oh,
So if anyone wants to do the math there, that's a fuck ton of multis.
That's a lot of multis.
The one after
Red
Stampede
category.
Luffy was Quick Whitebeard.
That's it. So that was 13.
He's
Hey,
keeping
you're-
Bandai afloat just by himself.
I mean, if you really want to break it down, that guy did probably like.
You also got to remember, Japan still uses cheap gems.
He doesn't cheap gem though. None of the JP plays cheap gem.
Oh, okay.
Because when that notice came out on Japan, when they were like supposedly issuing the transfer ban, he posted on Twitter and was like, "What the hell is this? I don't understand." People had to like reply and tell him why. He's that innocent. He full like what a poor dude, man. Rest in peace, bro. He avoided too many pulls, but like it's kind of interesting. Like that's how many he pulled. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of multis.
Mm-hmm. God damn.
I wonder if
a lot of the Japanese players go in.
But a lot of them will pull until they have the whole batch minimum.
Yeah.
You know? So sometimes he'll pull the legend on the first multi, but it'll take him like 15 to like 20 to 30 multis to get the rest of the batch.
I wonder if they knew about cheap gems, they'd go for it, or if they think that's like dishonorable.
Nah, I don't think they'd go for it.
Dishonorable.
Yeah, I don't think they'd go for it.
To one about that.
They're cheaper in Japan, right? I think like gem price is
yeah.
lower.
Gems
Yeah,
are
they're
really cheaper. That's what Cobb's doing. He's moving to JP, guys. Confirmed. First.
Yeah, reroll for Komurasaki.
Yeah, he's already got an account set.
Done and done.
Top 3 legends.
Kobe-san, I'm out of here.
Expect Japanese only content from Cobb from now on.
Ooh.
I'm not about that, Chief. Come on now.
I'll just translate on the fly. I'll be like that. I'll be like a translate on the side of the vid, trying to quickly translate everything.
Just make
I
everything.
said fuck. How do I say
into
fucking
Australian.
Japanese? Quick. All right. Well, speaking on more kind of Sugo stuff, we had Sengoku support come out, and it's kind of good. What was it? 1.5 times like affinity or something like that? It's some wildin' ass support.
And he guarantees orbs for Luffy Law, doesn't he?
I think so. Which is ridiculous. It's very strong. But the most important part was 6+ V2 Lucci on JP, guys.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I just uploaded my showcase of V2 Lucci earlier today.
I thought you said you did it right now. I was going to say, excuse me.
I do have another video of V2 Lucci coming up soon as well, actually. Dude, V2
like
Lucci, he sucks.
Okay, I believe I had to turn around and say he's really good. I was gonna be like,
Nah, dude, he sucks.
I got the notification for your V2 Lucci video. And I was like, what the hell is this man doing?
Exactly. That's what I thought. I was like, what is he doing?
What year?
There's
It's
about
because he came out on JP, so I'm like, yeah, why not?
all the comments were like, this guy sucks.
This man still uses Bleachy on global.
He has cheap gems and he still uses V2 Lucci. What a nerd.
Bro, that's the thing, right? It's like because okay, so I'm making another video and it's basically just doing the ambush that's out right now against Raid Capone and then ambush Whitebeard. I was just doing a video with V2 Lucci, and I bet people are still going to complain, why are you using V2 Lucci? But then again, if I use like Sabo and Koala or Luffy and Law, people will complain then. It's a lose-lose situation.
You're always losing, man. It's game over. For real.
But yeah,
Using
I said it in my
textbook
showcase as well, but shooters are just terrible.
Shooters are the worst class.
Which
For
sucks
real.
because Ace is really, really good. Ace is just boost
Mhm.
shooters, right?
And fighters.
But it's fighters
fighters.
though. That's what you get him for.
It's shooters and
Ooh.
fighters, yeah.
Well,
Like
that's
that
better.
Ace Legend is fucking broken.
Yeah, he's nutty.
so good.
He's so strong. Like it's
He
ridiculous.
just needs better subs to support him for the shooter class specifically. Like if you are Ace, you're predominantly running fighters with him.
Fighters.
Yeah.
I love
mean,
this new thing where they have like built-in resistances in their captain
Oh,
abilities.
they're so busted. Like Stampede Luffy and such.
Like, yeah, I just saw Stampede Luffy. I guess I didn't keep in mind. I always just thought, oh, he's just bullet bow for different colors. But no, he's got that. He's got paralysis and despair resistance for like 10 turns for each captain. That's crazy.
discount bullet.
Is
I
it
don't
a
think
discount
it's
bullet
discount
basically?
bullet. I think he's like he's
Because
he's almost on
'cause
par,
bullet-
man. Bullet's just fucked though. Bullet's like when they banned Mega Rare Quasar. You know, he's on a tier above everything else. I feel like.
It's like Unga Bunga should be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's legitimately Galarian Demanitan. Yeah.
Dude,
He's just
for real.
all offense.
He's too busted.
Yeah, bro. The best defense is all out offense.
Facts. If you don't get hit, then you know.
Just don't get hit, forehead.
Yeah, exactly.
Forehead.
I mean, and he boosts 3 colors, so like that's what, like 66% of the game on average. So
That's maths, bro. So let him know, Chief. And he's super effective against everything. So who gives a fuck? To like hit with him blast, usually special, is game over.
man, don't you love sucking off Douglas Bullet? And that's all we do on this podcast.
Bro, he's the most underrated legend, man.
Underrated, hello.
That's what I said.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to get some good karma because when that Sugar Fest comes and I don't pull him, I'm quitting too. That's all I'm saying. I'm already predicting I'm not gonna get him. I already know. I already planned.
Bullet
play
for no bullet.
Plan my funeral. It's all set in stone. Don't worry about it. Man.
Yikes.
For real though. But Todd, tell me about these new limit break buffs, man. You were hyping them
Bro,
up, saying that this shit is crazy.
Corazon is tier.
Oh shit!
I would
Let
say
them
Be
know.
careful. Be careful with
Yeah,
this.
be careful.
I wouldn't say tier 1, but I think Corazon is like tier 2 worthy. I think he's really good.
That's a
Especially
nice upgrade.
if you don't have some of the other powerful legends in the game, because you can partner them up with some of the other better legends, because he is Free Spirit Cerebral. You got Sabo and Koala you can partner him up with. You can partner him up with Stampede Luffy if you want to. Like
Log Luffy.
Oh, that's
No,
right. We can.
that's
we
another
can,
talking point as well, because how did Corazon get such a humongous buff and Log Luffy's still sitting?
Because the
Fucking
6+
shit.
log Luffy's coming out on New Year's. I'm calling it right now.
Oh
It's
my
going to be a
god.
5 times base, and it goes up to 5.5. You heard it here first.
Get
That's
outta
all I'm
here.
saying.
When
I
you
would
finish
go
this special, you
wild.
just win. You're done and done. Quest
At least
clear.
we have. At least we can use when the
Kuma's
podcast
effect was
dies, we can
100%
change
chance of the
Corazon.
whole room to get blown away.
100% chance.
That'd be
You
sick.
do it, it doesn't work. What the fuck?
That's great.
Those captain ability buffs were really good. I was really surprised at V1 Aokijis because he has now a base 3 times multiplier universal, which is insane. Like imagine seeing that
really
2 years
good.
ago. 2 years ago, universal 3 times and then goes up to 4. That's crazy. That's not like that great now, but like back in the day, that's like
Unfortunately, his
fucking-
special's really outdated.
Yeah, this special sucks.
It's
I
still
still
not,
use them on some on like
Yeah.
Lucy teams that I see that are reasonably fast for stuff.
it's not the worst special in the world.
Yeah,
Actually,
I still
something
see
you
Raid
could-
Dofi being used.
You could run Kuzan Captain with a friend Kumurasaki. That could work pretty well.
We could just pull Kumurasaki.
Because you can make Komurasaki get a 2 times attack and orb boost for 2 turns, and then you use his special to make it 3 turns.
That's fucked.
Can you say just pull Kumurasaki? It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they could do that too.
And Buggy, I think Buggy's multiplier went to 2.25, which is okay. I mean, you only use them for the easy shit anyway, but it makes it a little nicer.
Someone in my comment section went off on that because I said in my video that I think that wasting the key on Buggy is a terrible idea, and you should probably spend it on some of the more OP legends to get amazing stat boosts. Like I feel like that's more worth it than buffing Buggy, who you only use for easy content.
I feel sure that's just that should just be straightforward.
And someone in my comment section was just like, "Oh no, you should use it so that when you can use Buggy in the underground Coliseum, it's much easier." Oh, dude,
just wait though. You know when
I thought I was tripping.
What JP's at right now, you don't fucking farm underground anymore.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
I don't give
Man,
a shit about underground
I keep
anymore.
forgetting. I keep forgetting you got to use resources that are pretty hard to get these limit break.
What
pluses.
is it? Isn't it like the new Kyoshiro Coliseum? They give you 5 gems for clearing it the first time round, and the clear gems. You get 6 gems from just the first clearance.
That's great because I've been saying like tomes for clearing a Chaos Coliseum
It's
is
so
so
shit.
outdated.
no one needs that anymore.
No one needs tomes anymore. Like the gems is good. Like 6 gems, like at just
Fuck
base
yeah,
is
that's amazing.
fantastic.
Even just
Wait,
one, I would have been happy with one gem.
Maybe Nightmare knows. How do you get the keys, or what rank do you have to be in Treasure Map to get the key for the legend?
So you get them like top 2,000, no 20,000. You get one key, and then top 500, you get additional key.
Probably different for us.
So as long as you play TM, you get a key. But then if you want 2 keys, then you have to rank top 100. Okay, that's a lot better.
How many keys is it to Limit Break Plus?
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, you only need one.
How many
key
keys is it to
per
Limit Break
unit.
Plus?
Isn't it just one?
It should be just
It's
one.
1 key per unit. Yeah.
1 key per unit. Yeah. Okay.
Even for like the farmable units and stuff.
The Treasure Map,
just one key. Yeah, it's a different key.
So the gold key is that one only legend and TM units, and everything else is just
TM units are their own key.
Oh.
Yeah, TM units are their own key.
Oh fuck that!
Because it's only TM units and legends that have been able to limit break plus.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I really like the
Great.
Even the ones that don't get upgraded captain abilities, they get cooldown reductions, which some really
got a cooldown reduction, which is like
it was like 3 turns.
Marco, Sanji,
That's
Judge.
amazing.
Why be the Marco's cooldown reduction is really good.
V1 Akainu got one, and I was always saying, I mean, his 6 plus is really good, but the cooldown is way too long.
His 6+ is slept on so hard.
He got -4 cooldown. He's an 11-turn cooldown now.
That's fuck. Like, really? Fuck that is in reality.
That's special. Is insane.
Shit.
That's really good. Also, the Treasure Map units, Zoro and Sanji, like they were okay, but their cooldown was like 16 turns.
Too long.
Way too long, and then they reduced that by like 4 or 5 turns or something.
Which is good.
Yeah.
What was the thing that we used V1 Akainu for recently? It was one of the new colos. I think it was X Colo or something.
Coliseum Kobe.
Yeah, and it was nice, but you had to stall. That was like the one thing that you had to stall a whole bunch of turns for. Was there special?
No, we should have waited.
Kobe was so trash.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yep.
He sucks.
Fucking hell.
Dude,
who? OPTC sucks, man. This game's tried, bro. That's all we're going to raid Shadow Legends.
We're going to Pokemon Masters. We're going to get that Mewtwo.
We'll talk about that. No. That is one of the questions. We will discuss Masters, but
man, I'm just waiting for that X Coliseum kid. I would go insane for that.
Oh yes, please.
What do you guys want out of an EX Coliseum kid?
Yeah, different color. It doesn't matter what color. Yeah, Visar and
keep the shooter.
They
need the help. They need all the help they can get.
He's already shooter. Like
that's fucking funny as
driven shooter.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Driven shooter, Sile Int, so he has always neutral damage, which is
slasher or fighter, so that he goes with carrot, please.
Okay.
Please, that's all I need. I won't ask anything else.
Oh,
that's all I want.
Hold on, wait. No, we need to congratulate Joba. He pulled limited rare recruit Carrot.
Yeah.
Carrot. Yeah. Hold on, Joba.
I did. It didn't even. It only took 3 whole multis.
That's
not
too much.
That's not too bad.
That's too many.
2 on part 1 and then 1 on part 2.
Should have done 0.
Dude, I was like I was scraping for gems. I was like doing a couple of GARP challenges I hadn't done. I was doing the Kizuna just for an extra gem.
When you hit rock bottom, the only way you can go is down in Joba's life, man.
I almost bought a single gem just to not have to.
Oh my god!
For the reset,
you did it.
I almost did. I didn't.
Why
have to.
would you? Oh my god!
It was that bad.
Joe,
That's
but next
terrible.
month you have strength carrot to pull for.
The which one? The summer one?
That'll win. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I really hope that they put that off until summer, because if it's like
No.
right now, if it's
Isn't that
right
the one-
now,
isn't
No,
it-
it's summer.
I hope
it
so.
might be.
They always save the summer stuff for the summer. Weirdly enough, all the other stuff like TM, like they do it, in line like they're supposed to. Like they didn't do Cavendish TM. They didn't do them in
Wait,
Christmas.
you're saying we have to wait 6 months for the fucking summer smoothie?
I don't know what you guys are
Man.
complaining about. It's summer right now. It's literally summer right now. It is-
Okay, no one knows, but we're on the
Yeah.
heated continent. No one understands what we know. We know
It's
too
26
much.
degrees today.
It's too hot.
Oh. Oh man.
True. All right. Well, now that we have Cobb and Dill back, I want to ask you guys how. Are you, I think. Okay. First of all, I want to say the feedback on us talking about Pokemon last step was actually like really good. So
I
we
was
really
so
did-
cut that you guys talking about Pokemon.
Nah, I could tell you guys would have been mad.
You guys are throwing mad shade on Pokemon I like, and I'm like, bruh.
Nah, but I wanted to say though beforehand that like I said, the feedback was really good, so we do appreciate that. So now we're gonna hopefully we'll start to incorporate a lot more like not just OPTC itself. Like we do have plans in the future for how we're gonna like keep this podcast going and keep it interesting, that so it isn't just Treasure Cruise. But we're gonna slowly start maybe integrating it a little bit every so often, just other games we're playing or like other like parts either in the gaming sphere or just like regular life stuff like that. But now that Cobb and Dill are back, I want to hand the stage, hand the mics to you guys and let you guys have your say. Go get in your soapbox about Pokemon. Let it go.
You can go first, Dill. I feel like you've got some pent up rage to unleash.
So, what am I discussing at the moment about the game? Like,
just like your
Yeah,
thoughts.
well,
how you enjoy it.
I've actually,
let me
I've actually got some
ask you
pros
guys
and
real
cons
quick.
I wrote out. Like, you go.
I wanted to
Good
ask you guys
question.
what your favorite starters are, because we talked about that last time.
Is this
Oh.
just
Who are your
in
favorite
general or from
In
Sword and Shield?
Yeah, no, just in general.
okay, so we'll go from Gen, work our way up.
I mean,
if you want
guys
to.
probably have it in mind anyway. So go
Okay,
for it.
well, Gen 1 for me, Squirtle.
All right.
Wait.
My favorite, what for Gen 1?
yeah, just
Charmander.
go through the gens.
All right, let's go through the gens. We'll go Charmander.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. You can't go wrong in Gen 1. They're all
Okay,
really good.
Johto. I want to say Totodile.
Totodile.
That's the only good choice.
Hogan.
Whoa.
Come on, man.
It's not for real though. Come on, man.
My boy Mudkip, Swampert, the best one of
And
the
mine's
Yeah.
mine's Trico.
Treats,
Yeah,
the
fair.
goat.
Yeah. He's such a cool cat. He just looks like he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say "cool cat" in the last.
Man, I'm
No,
old.
Bring it
You don't understand, dude. This is my birthday month. I'm turning 26. I'm an old fuck now.
Old
I'm trying to
bitch.
say phrases
Get
like
out,
Boomer.
old man.
Yeah, man.
The future.
Okay, Gen 4, so I'm gonna have to go with Piplup line.
Piplup.
Yep. Gen 5.
Snivy.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, Snivy as well.
I was gonna say, like, what the fuck
I
you
like.
mean?
No, okay. So favorites. Okay, I love Oshawott and Dewott, but then Servine. Serperior is my favorite of the final evolutions.
Yeah, I agree.
Gen 6. Cobb.
Next, yeah, skip.
Seven.
Frankly, no.
Skip.
That's what I'm saying.
Greninja's a B.
Yeah, you can only pick Froakie.
Yeah, you can only pick Greninja.
Bro, if I ever heard someone say Fennekin, I'm running up. That's what I would say, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, Knight, hold on. You like Fennekin?
Wait.
Oh,
All right, I'm
Pause.
I'm
Pause.
pulling up. Me and Knight fighting. You'll hear it here first in Japan, and when we go to our Japan podcast, we'll have a live boxing match, sumo wrestling match. Me and Knight is happening.
Oh shit.
I already got you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Okay. Gen 7. Who we got down for that, Cobb? I've got
I've
Primarina.
got skip. That's what I got.
Man, I forgot since last time what they even look like.
I like Poplio, but Rowlet's probably the coolest one.
Probably was a damn
And,
shame.
boy.
and this gen. So
Wow,
this
man.
gen is difficult for me. So Sobbleine's my favorite, but competitively speaking, you've got to go with Cinderace.
Cinderace is fucked.
I like Sobble, but Skull Bunny's probably
Bro,
the coolest
groups,
looking one.
man. The monkey binking that rock in the trailer. Never forget, bro.
Who was it that was shitting on my favorite starters? I think it was Joker that was shitting on Mudkip.
Yeah, come forward right now, Jova.
I don't think so. No, wait. No, I like Mudkip.
Or was
Alright.
Pip
Nice
Pip
try.
that was getting shut on?
There's probably someone talking some mad
I was
shit.
talking some mad shit, and I'm like, bruh, you guys gotta.
I'm running
check
up.
No, Gen 5 are the ones that I don't really like. My favorite is in Gen 4 though. Empoleon. What a fucking cool
Yeah,
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Gens 1, 3, and 4, all the starters are good.
Correct. This is factual.
Fucking Chikorita, man. Gen 2 would have been perfect if Chikorita wasn't so lame.
Oh, that was the one! That was the one! That
Yeah.
was the one that Joba fucking hated. Everyone hates Chikorita, but Dylan loves Chikorita.
I like Chikorita because it was my first shiny starter. Okay.
Yeah, but it's
Really?
shit.
Man, if your first shiny wasn't Red Gyarados, then you're a nerd.
Red Gyarados doesn't count. Red Gyarados is fucking shit. Okay.
I think Red Gyarados is
He's
universally
not a
not
real
counted.
shiny. If you get a
It's
shiny Gyarados
Spanish.
from picking up the Diamond and Pearl, and then get catch the Red Gyarados from Lake of Rage, the one from Diamond and Pearl is rarer. Fuck Red Gyarados from Lake of Rage. It is a shit Pokemon. I release it every time.
Tell us how you really feel, damn.
Dude, I love.
No,
I love
goddamn. It wasn't his fault to evolve.
Yeah, dude.
Jill is so passionate. It's great. It's so good.
But yeah, as for this game,
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on like this game in general. Just give like a general scope, but we can nitpick a little bit.
I wrote down some pros and cons a while ago.
Ooh, interesting.
So I'll fire that off. You go first, Dill. I'll fire off this list after.
Okay, so as far as storyline goes, it's shit, but that's to be expected.
Standard
But
Pokemon.
I really enjoyed some of the new Pokemon I really enjoyed using, like just to fuck around with, like using fucking Galarian Corsola and Free For Alls is funny. Using what have I been using? Buddy Fish
You've been using
competitively.
Cinderace.
Yeah, I've been sweeping Cinderace in competitive, which is really weird because he's not even good until he gets his Libero, which is odd. But people aren't preparing for Cinderace, which is really good. But yeah, competitively, it's really cool. I've been doing some shiny hunting, which I've got a bit of pent up rage for that at the moment because I'm doing it as we speak right now. I'm shiny hunting Grookey. I've been doing it for a week. I'm at over 1,600 eggs.
Shit.
I have shiny charm and I'm Masuda methoding, so it should be 1 in 500.
Nice.
So I've got odds 3 times.
That's
I think
fine.
competitively speaking, I think Sword and Shield will be the best competitive Pokemon game.
I wish that so we play VGC when we play competitive, and I wish there was a VGC format that you could play where
it's weird they haven't implemented like VGC into
I thought
the
they would eventually.
I think they will eventually as well.
Yeah, the actual rules, it doesn't go live. Yeah, in January is when it goes live. I think.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah, Nightmare, you uploaded a VGC video, didn't you?
That was interesting.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I love VGC. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sweet.
Back in the day, we used to play VGC a lot.
I saw VGC live.
Yeah.
All right, for us normies that are out of the loop, what's the VGC,
the Video Game Championships.
Yeah.
It's the official Pokemon rules for competitive Pokemon battles. So typically, with Pokemon battles, you'd think it'd be single battles, but for VGC, it's double battles. So you have a party of 6, but in the battle, you only bring 4.
So you'll get a preview of your opponent's team, and then judging from that preview, you have to decide what you think they're going to bring to counter your team, and then you've got to counter that. So there's actually a lot of mind games involved, and it's kind of fucky. Like we have a mate who has like a beautiful mind for this kind of shit, and we were at a local tournament. Like it was just like I don't even think it was a qualifier for anything. We were just at like a local game like a game shop, and he was versing the person who ended up that year to win the championship. Yeah, or fly over anyway. Yeah, and he's like, he ended up beating him. So it's just really interesting how like some borderline nobody at the time can beat someone who's going off to play in the championships
Worlds and stuff, you know.
Yeah, so that's like really cool, and that's what I really liked about X and Y, which is what we played. We quit Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because it just seemed like you could bring fucking anything, and like they're bringing like staples of the team were like what's it called Rayquaza, and Groudon and Kyogre and stuff. You'd always usually have like two of those.
Wasn't that like you could have like 2 legends, or did
That
they
was
change that?
during Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire period.
Yeah, so that's when we quit. We we dabbled a little bit in Sun and Moon, but mainly just to play free for alls. We never really we didn't do any
We mainly played during X and Y, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was me and Todd got into it, and then Cobby came with us to the first live tournament we went to, and then Cobby got into it, and yeah, it was all just a bit of fun. And X and Y, I was the game I put the most hours in, and that was after. But before that, it would have been like Platinum or something. But yeah, I never got into Pokemon again like I did with X and Y until this game.
For sure.
I'm putting a lot of hours in for shiny hunting and even breeding competitively and playing some free for alls and shit. And yeah,
would you say your overall experience positive, negative?
Positive.
How are you feeling?
100% positive. Like, granted, I'm getting super frustrated with this shiny hunting, but I mean, it's all part of the thing. I've gotten
of course
sort of lucky, but at the same time, it's just a bit of fun. And it's cool to fuck around on the.
Hey, Job, who
What was
just
that?
gasped?
Yeah,
Sorry,
you right, Job?
Yeah. I'm playing Kizuna and I got one of the gold tickets and I got a new Lindbergh.
Jesus.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
brilliant.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I thought it was like I was gonna say I got Sabaquil. I was like, oh my
No,
god.
Yeah, hold up.
Lindbergh, the worst and the
It
bad.
would have popped off.
It's something. It's a 3.5 or
Hey,
1.35
that's
times
all that
speed,
matters.
whatever.
But
Yeah. But yeah, I'll pass over to
Tom.
Cobb. I feel like I've been talking a lot.
Yeah,
I
I got this pros and cons. Where do
he
you want
got
me
a
to
list. He
I'll-
came prepared.
I'll rate it in verbatim. Where do you want me to start? Pros or cons?
Just I go 1-1, and then if there's like discussion points, then we can hit it up.
Alright,
Otherwise,
alright,
keep rolling.
Yeah, so in the pros, I've got the soundtrack.
Yeah, Cobb
Yep.
Frost the soundtrack.
Yep.
I've also got the wild area.
Well, that's all. That's a positive and a negative at the same time.
100%.
Yeah, I've got both sides of that down.
The concept of the wild area is really cool, but the fact that it just doesn't fucking work.
All right, explain that to me who hasn't played the game. I've heard a lot about the wild area.
Look. I've got one of my cons will go over if you want me to just smash this out quick.
Yeah, go for it. Go for
Yeah,
it.
I'll come to that though. Trust me. So another pro, most of the new Pokemon. Most is in I've put down most in capital letters. I'm not sure what that means, but it's there.
Oh shit.
Character customization, max raid battles, and the Challenger League was way better than Island Trials and the traditional gyms and Elite Four system.
Interesting. That's a I think that's not really a popular opinion.
I thought it was really cool.
I thought it was really cool as well. Like it obviously took me getting used to, but it was really interesting way to go about it.
It's
and
a fresh take, which is good.
Yeah, and I don't understand why it took this long to do. To be honest, if you like watch the anime, even if you watch the first season, like it's how they did it. Then it's like, wow, I can't believe this hasn't been done prior to this game.
No, I agree.
And then in the cons, we've got Dexit, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Frame rate issues during weather and in some sections of the wild area, and the frame rate issues are disgustingly bad.
Terrible.
Like Microsoft PowerPoint.
But the really good thing is that like outside the wild area, the game actually runs really good.
Yeah, it does. I said all the regular routes are way too small.
Yep.
Dynamax and Gigantamax is a terrible mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like if it's raining, like it gets all shitty and choppy.
Like minimum, like maximum, you get like 10 frames.
It's not even the choppiness of the Gigantamax and stuff, which is annoying. It's just the fact that, wow, why make Pokemon 20 feet tall? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Like, who gives a shit?
He was talking about the weather in the wild area.
Okay.
Yeah.
With it being choppy, just Dynamax dumb mechanic.
I did see this video where like someone pulled out they had this like triple battle where it was all Moltres or something, and it got like the frame rate got like one single digit because there was too much going on.
It's pretty bad. Game's really easy. When the story eventually decides to kick in, it's fucking awful.
Yep.
The online is unnecessarily complicated to use. And as I said, I'm reading this verbatim. The last point I've got here is Game Freak are incompetent, lying dickwads who couldn't code their way out of a bachelor's degree.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
He's not
That's
wrong,
the
though.
end of the list.
He's really not wrong, though, I feel like.
We spent, what was it, 20 minutes trying to get 4 of us to connect to do a multi-battle.
That was terrible.
And the thing is, unless to try and connect, you have to all press search at the same time with the same code. It's like, if you don't do that, you'll be searching forever.
Good luck, yeah.
And Puppy's in there giggling like, you suck. Can't even get the game started.
I'm like, bro, this game is doo-doo. I finished the game. I haven't touched it since because I just like, I'm not interested in like the competitive. I play Rand Bats on Showdown for fun. Like that's the most fun I have with this game. You know, like Pokemon in general. I play the game. I finished the story, and I finished the quote unquote after story, like the end game. You know, that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard there's nothing to do after.
They literally, I just rolled around and I was like, "Yep, done. All right, the game's over now. Like completely finished." And I was like, "It's disappointing." But from like a completely technical standpoint, like it definitely shows that Game Freak has had zero experience programming with 3D game. Period.
Yeah,
they just don't understand how to optimize at all, and it's such a shame because, and it still baffles me that after all the like incredible systems that have happened in a lot of games in terms of online connection and like lobbies and Game Freak or like Nintendo, whoever is in charge of the online stuff, still has no fucking clue how to adapt that into Pokemon. It made no sense connecting via codes and all that kind of shit was so ignorant, so stupid. It
like,
made zero sense.
It's online, like online systems just are bad in general for the Switch.
the Switch.
Like,
oh my god.
yeah, like Smash Brothers. I know a lot of people still have issues with online
Still,
there.
I wouldn't even blame the Switch. It's just Nintendo's servers. They've never been good. Like even on the DS, they were dog shit.
But like even like not having the ability to party up with people in like Mario Maker and shit like that. I know they added that in secondary, but come on now.
Splatoon is one that fucked me over the most because like we
can't even party up.
It's like because we wanted to play together. So it's like, oh yeah, we're playing Splatoon. Oh shit, you're on the opposite team. Oh, it's
like
why?
I always found it funny how Nintendo's like, oh, we're a family and friends console, but you can't fucking party up with your family or your friends.
You have to have like a master's degree to understand.
Doesn't make any sense. They literally play competitive tournaments in teams for Splatoon, and you can't party up with a team.
Imagine them organizing the day.
What the hell?
Oh shit, he's on the wrong team. All right, everyone
I
disconnect.
mean, we haven't played Splatoon in a while. They might have added that. I don't know. But knowing Nintendo and all their bullshit.
But it's disappointing that every time that issue comes up, like, oh, we'll fix it. You know, like how does that not come up as an issue from the beginning?
Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue.
They need more fucking playtesters. Like for fuck's sake.
For real, like I mean, like Smash did it all right. You know, the fact that you can actually host a room, even though the room catered 8 people. Yeah, the connection sucks ass. But just the fact that I can host a room and my friends can join on me if I say like friends and stuff like that, they can find me and join on me, and everyone's in a lobby together and we can verse each other or make teams or whatever it is a good step in the right direction. But it's still ignorant how that isn't decided from immediately.
I have found that if you play with someone that's like in your own country, like when I play with Justin, it's fine. When I play with like Rio, who's in Australia, it's dog shit. It depends too, because like when I play with Poppy, it's fine. But with Rio, it's terrible. I guess it depends on
that guy sucks. That guy sucks anyway.
We'll blame his internet connection.
I'll blame him. Period.
Rest in peace, Rio. By the way, shout out.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, good game. I think competitive is going to be a whole bunch of fun. I'm looking forward to playing it some more.
Dude, imagine how packed the VGC tournaments are going to be.
Yeah,
holy shit.
I've got written here in conclusion, money. That's it.
Oh my god, bro! They made paper. They made so much cash, and everyone's like, "It's not going to sell. It's not." Yeah, Nintendo's like, "Psych."
See, everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna boycott the game. It's gonna sell."
Was it like the best-selling Nintendo game of like all time or some shit or whatever it was?
Oh, best like opening week.
Fastest selling Nintendo Switch
That's
game.
Fucked. That is so fucked, dude.
It was 6 million copies in the first 3 days.
That's too much.
I want to clarify that Rio's not dead. He just quit the game. That's what I meant by rest in peace.
Dead. He's actually just passed away. He's actually just passed away. Rest in peace. Yeah, he's dead. Dude. Same as I can't even hear him, man. Just hear a ghost of OPTC.
I'm just in the horn, y'all.
Oh shit.
No, I think like with competitive as well, which I find interesting, is like although like you know. Dexit sucked and we lost like more than half the mons, which is still ignorant to me.
See, I honest to God,
I think it's good for competitive.
I honestly, yes, I think it's really good for the VGC. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, people got to stop bitching. Like, not every single Pokemon game has every single Pokemon in it, and like this, like, I don't give a shit that half the dex is missing. Like, you really want to put 2,000 plus Pokemon in one game? Good luck with that.
Well,
Like-
my main issue with it was what they said the reason
Yeah,
was, because
that's
that
the issue. That's
turned
where-
out to be a
that's where
massive
I
load
got
of
the issue.
bullshit.
I didn't care the mons weren't in the game. I didn't give a shit. Like I was gonna play the game regardless. I already
Yeah,
decided
if you're
to play the
crying
game.
about the fucking decks, you are the biggest glue eater. Like, come on.
There it is, boys.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Oh, I don't want to play the game because it doesn't have area dose. Shut up.
What did you guys call it? Dexit?
Dexit. Like
Yeah.
Brexit.
Hashtag
Yeah.
free the guys. You know,
That's
from
funny.
Shofu. Hashtag free
Yeah.
the guys. Where they at? Bring the national decks back. All that shit, man. That shit was crazy.
But no, the main issue for me is that they were like, oh, we don't have enough space to have these like high fidelity models and blah blah blah.
then they come
Quote-unquote
out like
high
a week-
fidelity. Yeah.
And then a week later they come out like, yeah, we actually just copied all the models.
Huge
Like, what the
models.
fuck? How do you like? How as a person you just like
But-
you feel good about yourself doing that? You just can't.
And for the longest time too, I mean, you see the data miners going through the code.
That's like
There's so much stuff left over from the old games. Like, just get it, just remove it.
This is
Fuck,
how
you
much
can
I
get rid
remember
of
from
it.
the old game, guys. The digging kit, the explorer kit from Diamond Pearl Platinum is still in the code.
But see,
Yeah.
like, I think like I think it would be harder for them to remove it than keeping it's probably easier in the long tail, because to remove it, they have to remove that and then find every instance of that like the digging
Yeah,
kit that's in the game.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
get
like,
that. Shining
it takes
Ricky!
forever.
Yes!
Oh, you got it.
Oh, you got it. There it is, boys.
Fitting.
On the,
Oh,
I tell you, the cast is lucky. How many
Oh,
Yeah,
like
facts.
Fuck
you know,
yeah.
old food legend? It's crazy, dude. That
Oh my god.
was a nut. That was a
Yeah. I do gotta defend one thing though. I'm glad they didn't make all the unreleased Pokemon like DLC or something, like that you have to pay for them.
Okay, that would just be dumb.
Yeah.
If it was free, it would have been fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
If they ever did that, but they're not doing
Because
that.
I don't know if they could fit like because those tiny ass cartridges. I understand if they want to like do it as like
No,
know,
it's
storage in your system.
2019.
yeah, that's
There's
true.
No, you can buy like a 1 terabyte like micro SD card. 1
That's true.
terabyte. There is no excuse.
How much storage is in the? Isn't it like really low on the Switch, like 30 gigs or something?
I think the high model is 32 gig. I think.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
gonna
off.
have a look.
Oh, that's shitty.
Of all the things
The Nintendo's, I swear,
32
Nintendo's always
gig.
felt like it's always felt like their like consoles are more for like kids and stuff, which I
I mean,
really
it
don't.
is. That's
That's legitimately,
but
yeah.
all the games like Smash is at the end of the day, Smash is a party game. That's why it's unbalanced, and that's why they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, all those
Yeah.
things like that. But see, like here's what I'm gonna put out. Here's Pokemon, but on the same console we have fucking Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck do we not care about Pokemon when you're releasing games like Breath of the
Pokemon's-
Wild and Mario Odyssey? at the same time?
Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda are Nintendo's 3 biggest and best sellers.
And they fuck off Pokemon because Pokemon Go makes way too much money for them to
Pokemon
care.
Go
about
is the
console
highest
game.
grossing American game.
Nintendo have a lot less to do with Pokemon than those other two titles, though. A lot of it's left to the Pokemon Company and Game Freak, and
Yeah.
Game Freak are notoriously bad coders.
What was the highest selling American game?
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go is the highest grossing. Like, it makes the most money. Like,
What the hell?
It is incredible how much. And the thing is, like, deservedly so, because Pokemon Go is actually a really well-made game.
Yeah, and
Niantic
you can tell there's a lot of effort into it.
Niantic still fuck it up.
They fuck
Oh,
it up,
hell,
but
there's
I'll give
so
them
many
this.
times,
They've gotten
man.
so much better at fixing their problems.
Yeah, when they make a mistake, they and people give them feedback. They're always on it, and they always find a way to
Fix it.
resolve those issues though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
the
I mean-
Pokemon
Oh, like the
Masters
first- the
team.
first Pokemon Go Fest. The first Pokemon Go Fest, they gave out a Lugia at the end of it that was perfect IVs.
They threw a water bottle at some chick too.
Yeah, that was awful. That.
That's
was cool.
fucked, dude.
Yeah, it was funny because the amount of memes that happened straight away was her getting a Pokeball thrown at her, and yeah.
That's effort, man. For real. All right, I think we could jump into some questions. Is everyone done?
Let's do it.
Some Q&As. All right. Well, speaking of, we'll go on the Pokemon theme still. So we got one question from YouTube by James Lopez. He asks, so my question, since y'all brought up Pokemon, what happened with Pokemon Masters?
Oh
He
boy.
wants to hear from us, and where do you think they went good and bad?
The
All right,
game doesn't have anything to do.
done.
That's it.
I played for for 10 minutes, I think, and then I was like, I don't want to play another fucking gacha game.
The game just doesn't have content, and it's literally just a pool simulator.
Yeah.
Did we all play here? Did we all play it here?
Yes, I think so. Anyway,
Very little I played.
Because like the new Mewtwo event, right? I think Game Freak was talking about it in Dynasty. He mentioned like to get Mewtwo was like 20 runs or something like that, or whatever it is, but to max it out is 500 runs in 2 weeks. I think it was. Who the fuck is going to be doing 500 runs in Masters in 2 weeks?
That's all online. That's all online too, like with other people having to connect, and it runs in that like really slow speed, right?
That's at the highest difficulty.
God damn.
The most
Hold on
drops.
though. What kind of run is it? Like, do you just start it in auto and then it's fine, or do you gotta main?
It depends though. Like it depends on
how good your account is.
If everyone has got the correct mons, you can generally auto. But like, you know, sometimes you get with some fucking clowns online that is like that'll just have the wrong mons and they won't know what they're doing, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah,
or you gotta do it in like a party?
Yeah, or it's like yeah, you do. It's like a 3-man party. Or
that sucks.
it won't search for long enough. It should give you the option, like if it's taking a long time to search for a group, it's like, would you like to just play with NPCs? Because if it can't find it after like a minute of searching, it just defaults you to NPCs. It should give the option if you want to search for longer.
Continue searching, yeah. It's all like quality of life stuff. But like, you know, like I think with Masters that like exactly what Todd said, there was no content. I think Cobb, Dill, and Todd have been playing it from the Singapore release, if I remember correctly, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Canadian.
So you guys had been playing it for a while. Like obviously, like you all had, and then I think when we all hopped on it, it was fun to start off with. Like it was really cool to like figure out like the high end content by ourselves, or quote unquote high end content. And then, but when you really think about it, you're farming for like equipment that just didn't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you were farming for was so irrelevant. On top of that, when you had to farm for the evolving or like the expanding the max level or whatever it is, I don't know how to put it best, but like those materials and stuff, it was way too long and way too much to farm for. You're getting like very low drops, and they have since rectified that and had made those drops better. But at the time, you know, you were farming for like hours and hours and just hitting auto, all right, auto. And it got to a point where like I realized like, I don't give a fuck. This game sucks. Like you were literally like Todd said, it was a pool simulator, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it was just boring.
All you were doing was pulling a lot of time. It just was not fun at all.
I was gonna say something about it. Yeah, I don't know, it's just not fun.
It just wasn't. It's a shame.
I can't believe you have to do it in an online party. Like I guess it's similar to finding a friend captain or something.
No, like if you want to, you can farm it like offline. I don't know how to best put it, like not co-op. You can farm it like
like there is a single player form,
but the drops are gonna be far worse and less.
Yeah, the game promotes playing co-op.
Because like right now the drops already suck. Like, I'm assuming what Game Freak meant was 500 runs online at max difficulty. Yep. If you're doing it in single player, it's probably at least double. So 1,000 single player runs. Would it be faster to do the single ones? Potentially, but to do 1,000, it might still like it. In general, will probably just take longer to do 1,000 runs, and 1,000 in 2 weeks as well, no less. That's a lot of runs in a minimum amount of time. When every run takes like upwards of like 5 minutes, though. Like, you know, if you're lucky, it can be really quick, but a lot of the time it'll take quite a bit of time.
Yeah. Fuck that.
It's a shame because in concept when like I remember I think we were all in Boris's Discord when it got announced or whatever, and we were all fucking hyped. We were like, oh my god, competitive 3-on-3 Pokemon. We're gonna PvP online, and then they're like, nah, no PvP, straight up PvE, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. But the game just didn't offer anything to do after you had pulled, and you were like, all right, well, like I'm not gonna go farm the same content again and again. It just was boring. And they realized that as a company, but they just didn't like, and they acted upon it. But people were still disappointed because they're like, what they've done to, you know, rectify these mistakes just wasn't enough to suffice.
In conclusion, don't worry about it. Just move on. Just don't play the game.
Like maybe like maybe on their anniversary, something cool pops up, and you might hop back in or whatever. But it's a big no recommend from I think all of us.
I mean, you can play it if you want. Try it out. Go for it. But I mean, we're just saying you probably won't like it.
Play Dan Memo. No, I'm just kidding.
No, fuck that game is shit. Right, I like it. Kind of. Back to the last question will be OPTC related. Derry Jackson from YouTube. Also, he wants to know, what is our favorite captain ability or special ability in the game?
All right.
Jeez, that's
Favorite
broad.
captain ability. Let me.
All right, you can pick one. You can pick both.
Joba be like boost fighter, shooter, slasher, striker,
No.
cerebral
Yeah.
by 4 times.
Reduces everyone's cooldown by 2 turns. Goes past barriers.
Remember, has it memorized. He's got to
No,
left
that
forearm.
13 turns, man. That 13 turns is like I haven't had an issue with it yet, but I can see theoretically why it's terrible.
My favorite captain ability in the game is V1 6+ category.
Yeah. All right.
I love it. Lots of damage, beneficial orbs, damage reduction, and a delay mechanic. He's awesome. I love it.
I mean, like, you'll ever heard of this Douglas Bullet?
Douglas Bullet.
Bulletto. He's a badass captain ability. Probably my favorite. I love Bullet. Bullet is so fucking dope.
Colo Kid has got to be my favorite special, honestly. That thing is that's like the best. I gotta say, he's the best free to play character.
Wouldn't
probably.
technically Kaido's special be better though?
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's not free to play though.
Because
So
it goes for 99 turns.
When did you give a shit about free to play? You
I know that's just cheating. Remember that comment you got one time? If you pull for the new legend, it's just cheating. You got to play with the free to play characters.
That's fucked.
I'm trying to think. I don't want to go with just like the strongest ones. You know, I really like Lucy. Like Lucy's heyday
just
was
say
amazing.
carried and get it over and done with.
All right.
This man.
Yeah.
All right.
I do
really
difficult. I do kind of hate team building for Carrot a little bit. I'm not gonna like Cerebral is nice, but not everyone has the primary classes exclusively. Like a lot of people have Free Spirit or Powerhouse, and it's hard. You either got to pick someone who's only 2 times boosted, or kind of really look hard.
Carrot would be if she was an attack booster instead of an orb booster.
Ooh,
fuck!
That'd have been so nuts.
A 6+.
Yeah, because there's a lot of orb boosters you can use with her, but like there's not a whole lot of attack boosters. Like V1, not V1, Raid Rayleigh.
Yeah.
And then like some other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head. Like Kuzan, but he doesn't boost every color. V2 Kuzan.
I can't pick a special that I like. There's too many.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crackers is really nice. I really like Crackers special.
Yeah, if we're going based on like that kind of stuff, yeah. Cracker's fucking crazy. Probably the best, probably the best like damage. Like
that's Whitebeard's got a good special too.
True.
V2 Shanks.
I'm gonna go old. Just the special alone, not counting how long the cooldown is. Shirahoshi. Like when that came out, it's a orbs for everyone. They can't be switched away. That is so and like a huge heal. That was the best special in the game for a long time. The special
is still like not even like old. Like the special is still like this Kizuna. Like Shirahoshi is so clutch.
Yeah, I use her for the side.
You know, like
yeah,
you get them orbs, and then Shanks Beckman can do his special, and you have a full board of matching orbs.
Yo, have you guys seen the new Brook that's coming out on JP?
No,
that shit is so good. Right, so he's a treasure map rare recruit, and he removes all positive buffs on your team, then reduces despair and special bind by 3 turns, and he's a 0.7 chain booster for 2 turns with the sailor ability that resists special bind. And the cool thing about it is that he removes positive buffs, but he doesn't like apply his own attack or orb boost, like a lot of the other good beneficial effect removers do. So like you could still use that, then use your own attack and orb boost type of thing.
Is any of his special limited to TM only?
No.
Oh my god.
He's really good.
That's strong as fuck. What the hell?
I would argue that he's probably the best treasure map rare recruit we've ever got.
No, I'd second that.
Bone Kichi.
Yeah. He's insane. So when it comes to global, 5 multis.
Yeah, it's what is it, 13?
Yeah, 13 on Japan, bro.
It's not even guaranteed. You get him or the other one.
What?
Man, JP's got it rough, dude. They got it rough. I can't believe their TM Secret Fest are structured that way. That you get one or the other in 13 multis. Like I know it's like kind of a pay to win mode for the like if you want to go hard, you got to do the multis. But that's
what
insane.
If you pay to win on JP, everyone has to do 400 TM like nav level just to get like top 100. Like what the fuck?
Well, I'm saying like for us it's less. Like you can get them in 9 a lot of the times. You can get all 3. At least it's been that way for the last couple, if I remember right.
I think this one's 10.
8.
Is it 8? This one or 10?
258.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Joba's doing 8 confirmed for this TM.
So fuck that, dude. Man, I don't want to fucking TM, dude. I do like the 10 million to stay. I barely even on the last day. If I'm about to fall out of top 4,000, I go for it.
Last year was crazy though because of Pokemon. Barely even touched the game.
No one touched it.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
This one's
Do we
gonna
have
be
any
rough.
more questions?
One more from Maniac. He asks, "What do we want to see for New Year's?" So, what do we want to see JP? I think it's a good question.
I think that whatever is going to be for New Year's, we'll probably see it at Jump Festa.
True.
Well, what's that about? I saw that term being
So
passed
Jump
around.
Festa is like a big convention run by Shueisha with all the Jump manga and stuff, and basically they just use it as big promotional material to just show off stuff that's coming in the next year for their manga and stuff.
So we'll probably see a lot of like Wano stuff for One Piece in general.
Well,
Like,
that's
what
the
about-
thing, 'cause Treasure Cruise is
Ooh.
having their own booth there.
which is really interesting.
Yeah.
I just thought of something retarded, but it would be really cool if we can get a crossover with like Demon Slayer or something. That would fit with Wano.
No, flavor of the week. Next.
Or yeah,
What
dude,
are you
any
talking about? Demon
crossover.
Slayer is lit.
Flavor
Yeah.
of the week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, Pappy, sorry.
Poppy just
nah,
loves to. He
hold
loves
up.
to hate.
Flavor of the week. You already
He
know
loves
my
to hate.
answer, Todd. You already know what the best anime is.
Wait, what?
Haikyuu or what was the one that you
No,
recommended me?
It's Boku no Pico. You guys
Oh,
know.
get out of here!
All
man.
right. Demonetized. We're not gonna get that sponsorship anymore.
We didn't need it anyway.
Rip Raid Shadow Legends.
Rest
Dude,
in peace,
if we had a crossover, there were a lot of other gacha games. I'd say like pretty much every other gacha game does crossovers.
Yeah, the Bandai games like never do crossovers, pretty much.
But like the crossover for us would just be, oh, we get to kill, a character
Yeah.
from Demon Slayer. We don't get
That's
the
true.
unit. We get
Yeah,
some
we didn't
cotton
get any
candy.
units.
Like the Frieza one was just kill Frieza, get like cotton
Yeah.
candy. Like, if you're gonna do a crossover, like give me the unit. Like, let me
Dude.
pull for a unit.
I know like you don't like Dan Memo, but that when we had the Attack on Titan crossover, you got to get like
that's the thing that Dan Memo does well. Crossovers and Dan Memo are fantastic because
dude,
they
there was
release,
like Eren,
3 or 4 units and it's dope. Like it's really
Yeah.
cool.
there was a Mikasa, a Levi, an Armin, and they were all really good for a
And
long
they're
time.
always
That's really
busted.
cool.
They're
That's
always
cool.
so fucking
And-
strong.
There's one coming next month, and we don't know what it is going to be. But if it's Demon Slayer, dude, it's over.
I mean, technically, Treasure Cruise did get a crossover. I mean, outside of the Dogon stuff with
The movies,
Stampede Kappa.
yeah.
That was
Get
actually
it outta
classified as a
here.
crossover.
Yeah.
That's so weird that that's classified as a crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very good crossover. It's probably one of the best celebrations in history for Treasure Cruise, honestly.
Yeah. At least those units are like permanent though, because the crossover units in Dan Memo are like time limited. You can only get them then, which
Yeah,
is
that
the shitty thing.
sucks. Yeah.
All right, New Year Studio rolls up. Everyone get in the mindset. All right, everyone jump in my spaceship. We're going to New
Oh yeah,
Year's
we forgot to tell which ones we think it's gonna be.
now. We're
V2
in. Okay, so we're sitting down.
Yeah.
We're about to get the news for New Year's Studio on JP.
Yeah.
What legend are we getting? And what 3 units for the batch are we getting? And
I've got this. This is legit perfect then. Okay, so we're getting V2 Blackbeard from the time skip. We're getting Rare Recruit Shiryu. We're getting Rare Recruit Katarina Devon and Rare Recruit Avalo Pizarro.
I know you love Shiryu.
Yeah, it's your favorite unit in the game.
Yeah.
What if he's a rare recruit Shiryu for like the new age? Like he's better than the old one.
Because you know how with the Treasure Cruise stuff with Wano, that recently they've been showing stuff before the anime. Well, part 1 of Wano is about to finish in the anime, and after that is when Blackbeard gets revealed in his time skip.
That is
Ooh.
true. That is
Spoiler.
actually very true.
I think that is a very solid call.
Yeah, I got this slight aside, I guess. I really hate that the first Wano units for like Brook and Chopper are TM rare recruits. I really don't like that.
But they're good. Like that
Yeah,
Robin is
they're
fucking
good at least.
nutty. When you're with Bullet, perfect.
Yeah, they'll come back to Wano for batches in the future. That's
100%.
not
They're
gonna
gonna
be a
milk, bro. They've been milking like Marine Forward for like
And
3.5
Dressrosa.
Yeah.
years.
Give us the base straw hats 5++ as Wano units. That'd be
Okay, we
cool.
don't want 5++.
Pause.
We don't need that. God forbid.
Or a new like all the time skip or all the straw hats, new Wano units. Not
So what
TM
else? What else could New Year's be then?
Well, I think for
Black.
was it
I was thinking Stealth Black, maybe. Isn't that pretty soon?
interesting?
They could release that as a guaranteed Super
Interesting.
Evolution character in the Sugo. The guaranteed V2 Sanji 6+.
All right, just on the side, have Cobb and Dill died? Have we lost
No,
them?
no. I'm agreeing. I've been nodding my head.
Okay, I thought you all had disconnected. I was like, oh, no.
Y'all are speaking my language right now.
I want a Kumasagi V2.
No.
No, I think that'd be really cool.
Wano Carrot with
No,
that.
Oh
no.
my
we
God.
can't-
Come on.
Kaido V2.
Yes, that's a bullet
God.
V2. Hey, fuck it, throw him
Bullet
in there.
V2.
All right, I'll give my honest answer. I don't know if it's a spoiler, but Nami and
Be
Robin in the
careful.
bath.
What? I fucking hate you so much.
Joba's so horny on main.
That's the only thing I'll accept for New Year's. Otherwise, I'm quitting.
All right.
Oh my
you
God.
heard it here first. Joba's quitting One
No,
Piece
I've said-
Treasure Cruise.
No, I'm waiting until I don't get summer.
I
Carrot.
want Legend Chopper for New Year.
No,
Yeah,
you don't.
no.
Shut up.
Oh, imagine.
Wano
That would be-
Chopper, boys.
You know, it's actually kind of crazy because I follow some Japanese Treasure Cruise players, and some of them were like really advocating for a Legend Chopper.
It might be
Oh,
time. It
stop.
might be. Like,
Is
they
it-
might roll and do it.
That might be
Yeah.
the biggest meme now in OPTC
I'd say it probably is, yeah.
that we haven't had Chopper
Other
Legend.
than Todd, you know,
Mm. Other than my comment section.
let him
No.
know. That video's coming soon. That's all I gotta say.
So, what's worse, your YouTube comments or your Twitch chat?
100% comments.
Comments.
It has to be.
Comments.
Oh man, I avoid
sure.
those. I never look at them. But your Twitch chat,
Probably for the best.
Why
Look,
would you?
I'm not
go
saying
away
that all
from
the comments are bad. I'm not saying all the comments are bad, but
99%.
No, there's some real ones in there. No cap.
Only when Cobb and Dill comment. This is a real.
Facts.
All right, I think that's it then.
oh wait. Also, no.
Oh,
Okay, I want to talk about something briefly. So
Ooh.
next
Here we go.
week on Friday, we got the Video Game Awards dropping.
We do.
What are y'all hoping to see?
Like,
Because we might get like some reveals for new games.
they said like 10 new games are coming out. That's what I-
Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, I want.
Oh, bro.
I want Resi 3.
Yes,
Dude.
please. That's what I'm hoping
I ha-
for.
Give me a
The
new
Last of Us
Pokemon
2.
game.
Well, just in general, what games are you excited for? Like outside
The
of
Last-
whatever.
I've been waiting for The Last of Us 2 for
Last of Us 2 is kind of cracking.
Oh, true. Yeah, I actually completely forgot that was a game.
Pokemon
It's-
Gun.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Pokemon Gun to come out. I'm waiting for Sword and Shield Plus to come out.
Oh no.
Pokemon Spear. I bet I'm copywriting it right now.
Oh. Gen 4 remakes.
Therefore,
Oh.
remake.
That would be that'd be
Nah,
big.
Nintendo. Why would Nintendo advertise on that platform? They direct probably get more than the Game Award.
I mean, they don't even advertise their own shit anyway.
True.
Give me some more Animal Crossing shit, man. I'm
Actually,
so
that
excited
might
for Animal
actually
Crossing.
happen. Yeah, that game's close.
Dude, I'm so excited for Animal Crossing. Like, really am.
Because
They
like,
waited till the games were a week old before they showed the starters evolutions.
yeah, it's so
I mean,
dumb.
Pokemon
dude.
sucked, man.
They suck at marketing.
Man, I was
Nintendo
so-
sucks, bro.
I was really hyped to see a Resident Evil 3 remake coming out already, and because Resident Evil 2 remake was really popular.
Yeah,
And that's such a good-
probably exactly why they're doing it.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
is like they pretty much made all the assets already for Resident Evil 3 with Resident Evil 2. Like
Yeah.
all the assets were there. They just had to obviously do the.
Have you guys ever played the old Resident Evil games?
Have I ever?
Oh, they're really good. I played them a lot. Resident Evil 3 is scary because Nemesis like follows you around the whole time.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be very fun.
I don't know how they're going to do it in this game, considering the way he's supposed to be. I don't know how they're going to do it.
I just
I'm
wanna see
excited.
how-
I'm excited.
I'd streaming it so I can clip some jump scares because that was good
Yes, dude.
Yes, I
Yes.
will. I'll be streaming that game for sure.
fun.
Oh
I'm keen.
man, okay. I admit to being a glue eater. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I bought Resident Evil 2 like the day it came out, but I haven't played it yet.
Alright.
What the fuck?
Dude,
Why? Like, I can't comprehend. I can't. This man is something else. He's from a different planet.
I wonder if we'll see more Final Fantasy VII stuff.
We have to, right?
We might.
That was good fun to play too.
Yeah, we played that at PAX. That was good fun.
Yeah, it
Enjoyed
was
that a
good fun.
lot. Even the Avengers game, we played that too. We might see more of
Oh,
that.
I'm keen for that, to be honest.
That game
That
was
was
really
the
fun.
Switch one?
The Avengers one.
It's I don't know. Is it coming out on Switch? Probably not.
I'm thinking of a different Marvel game.
PlayStation.
Okay.
Oh,
was
you're
it-
talking about Marvel Ultimate Alliance? I think you're.
Yeah, I
thinking.
think so.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
We played the the one that they showed off at E3. On
That was
PlayStation.
Oh,
way
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
more
Yeah,
fun than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it was pretty good fun.
I just don't really play like real games anymore. I play these fucking gotcha games, and that's
Okay, you
about
don't
it.
have
They
to
take up all
protect
my
yourself.
time.
You just said you're a glue eater. Like, it's fine, all right?
I play like Guitar Hero and OPTC.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Guitar Hero,
Dude.
man.
Man,
Go
I
watch,
still.
go watch Joba chop it up, get some FCs.
Yeah, man.
Amazing.
I got some videos on my YouTube channel playing some cool.
Wait, wait, is your YouTube channel linked in the comments?
It better be now.
Not in the comments, in the description. I don't think it is.
If it's not linked starting this episode, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Me and Todd wrote that description like 4 months ago.
Oh, add it on. Add him on.
I might have to.
Hey, look,
got
I got some NBA 2K clips on my
Oh
YouTube
my
channel. You better be
God.
linking that
I'm
down in the
taking you
description
all
down
out.
below.
Fuck you. No one's gonna be in the comment. It's gonna be me, and that's it.
Oh no, Joba's Twitter's only linked, not his YouTube.
Yeah.
The disrespect.
Same with mine, man. What's up?
We are. So like, what do you guys?
Hey, I'm kind of a content creator for OPTC.
Oh,
I make
does
hold on.
upload
Hey, how
videos.
your
That's
food
right.
going, bitch?
You know what I do? I do like I do Jack videos for the new Fortnites. That's all I do for OPTC. And then sometimes I pull. Sometimes I pull and do like 3 multis. That's about it.
Let us know on Twitter if you want Choba off the podcast still.
Jesus.
It feels bad.
Someone's gonna comment again in the comments like, yeah, puppies.
What did they say last
Choba.
time? Did anyone say yes last time?
I think a few.
I didn't
people
look because I was.
said yes.
I saw
I was
Zistance.
scared.
Zistance is like, yeah, get
Yeah,
rid of it.
Sisters defended, dude. No, he didn't. I thought he defended me.
He did not defend you.
I don't think
I don't- Oh, you know what? I was all sad that he quit. I was like gonna write him in my eulogy. Nah, man.
That's
Good riddance. Good riddance.
Oh, we've gone into
That guy.
chaos now.
All right.
All right, let's wrap it.
Let's wrap this up. Anyone else got anything to say?
No, don't let anyone say anything more. We've gone too far now.
Nah, we might have to keep going. Nah, but for real though, thank you everyone for listening to another episode of Good Great Perfect. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Good Great Perfect there. Follow us on Twitter, GGP Podcast, and also on Instagram. Dill has continuously been posting on there as well, so you can keep up to date there.
What do you post on there? I haven't looked at the Instagram.
Just content.
Wow. Okay.
This
we
guy,
see
this
I
is
know,
why I'm not putting
I
his
know.
YouTube channel in the
I-
description.
hold on. It's not a disrespect. I never use Instagram.
And me not putting your YouTube channel is not a disrespect because no one watches it either. Anyway,
Oh,
Shots fired.
yeah.
I'm gonna cut it, man. I'm gonna cut it. Thanks to all the co-hosts who were on the episode today. Really do appreciate everyone listening. Follow us everywhere. It's all in the description. We'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.